are kind of telling it to stop. That's what accuracy is. It's just really move up here. Okay, guys, hold the mouse still. Okay, now move down here, guys, hold the mouse still. And if your sensitivity is too high, you'll actually feel ache in these 3 fingers. The thumb and these 2 fingers. That's a great way to get a sense if your sensitivity's off, is that these just feel really bad. And I don't really have too big a comment on low sensitivity. If your sensitivity's low, then you'll just be swinging it all around the damn place. You'll probably just have, rug burn on your hand. Assuming you play on a rug. But, that's something to note, that it's pretty important to have good mouse control. So, let's wrap up with the final idea, right? Which is, we could have done this final idea skipping over mouse and keyboard control, but I just want to at least state the good habits to do that will help you a lot. Literally, you don't need to have amazing keyboard control and amazing mouse control. It all comes down to the mental checklist. So you know what? I'm going to pick... what am I going to do this game? You know what? I'm going to go for a fast Colossus. That's going to be my build order. And I'm going to try to have all my good habits, and I'm going to be running through my mental checklist. And what we're going to see is the birth of real strategy at the end. Ooh, baby, baby. So here, oh my god, I'm sending my probe early. Oh, I shift-click back. I'm remembering to make probes. Okay, come on, I almost have my probes done. Okay, cool, I'm going to be doing a little bit of spamming. Okay, a little bit of spamming. I'm going to right-click there. Okay, cool. Okay, and I'm going to click on these things. Okay, cool. Just training my mouse control a little bit. Oh, cool, I remember to chrono boost. And I'm making little boxes here where my probe would ordinarily appear in Starcraft 1. That's a habit that I can't quite shake, and I don't have any issue holding on to that. So, okay, cool. I'm going for Colossus. That's my build. That's my build order. But right now, I'm just thinking making probes. Is my money getting high? Okay, cool. My money's getting high. Okay, cool. Good habit I just had there. I shift-click back. Fantastic. I'm spamming. I'm doing a little bit of spamming here. I'm just trying to keep my fingers warm. Okay, cool, I now have these 2 guys hotkeyed. Oh, no, I'm going to make a Vespene Gas Geyser. Okay, so here's a guy coming out, and Chrono Boost. Yeah. Now, I'm spamming purely because it's fun. It's not critical for me to be spamming here, but I like spamming. I like pushing buttons. If any of you have seen the Konami game Beat Mania 2DX, I go to Arcade Infinity and play that all the time. Very fun game to play, just mass button clicking. But I'm just remembering to do stuff. Okay, I'm remembering to build pylons. Something that I briefly added to my mental checklist was make sure I add things into the assimilator on time. It's sort of a one-time deal. Another one-time deal. Remember to build my cybernetics core. But again, it's just sort of keep my money low. Oh, Chrono Boost. Remember to do it right on time. I'm going to hotkey this cybernetics core as 0. There it is. So I can hit 0 at any point in time to check out what's going on. Okay, cool. And I'm also remembering, okay, I want to keep my money low. I can throw in an assimilator right here. My build is Colossus Rush. I've never done this build before. We're going to see it sort of fall out, and we're going to see other things sort of fall out. I'm not making any units yet. I'm going to wait for a Stalker. So I'm trying to time everything well. And you know what? Just to emphasize this point even more, I'm going to start clicking as little as I can. So making a Stalker, I'm making a Cybernetics core as well. I'm noticing that I built my pylon so I don't get supply blocked. I want to be doing a Colossus Rush. I'm getting my Stalker and my Warp Gate right away. Okay, I'm still building stuff. Alright. And now I'm going to be building a robotics facility. Awesome. So I'm building it. Hotkeying it as 6. Building more probes. Uh-oh, forgot about my Chrono Boost. How's my Warp Gate doing? Pressed 0. It's going well. How's my Stalker doing? And this is actually the point where you see people actually go 4-5, 4-5, spam between these two. Because they're just checking. It's not that they're trying to keep their APM up. 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, 4E, 5, 4-5. Okay, cool. I also need to build another pylon, because I'm going to get close to being supply blocked in a moment here. And I do have my Stalker out. I'll run in some circles because I can. 4-5, 4-5, 4E. Oh no! Need to keep chrono boosting. I'm just remembering to do stuff, checking up on my Warp Gate. And there, I'm remembering to do stuff. Excellent. My thing just finished. I'm going... Oh, sorry, all that good timing got caught in my throat. Okay, I'm building this robotics bay. I really want to get those Colossi out fast. Okay, cool, and I have a second Stalker. Alright, cool. I'm having a second Stalker come out. And again, you heard me say that the core of all good StarCraft play and all good RTS play is timing. So I'm literally just making Stalkers and Probes, and I'm just remembering to do it right on time. Not playing fast, probably playing at about 30 actions per minute right now. Playing very slowly. But I'm just remembering to do things. And again, chrono boosting. Yeah, there we go. Chrono boosting my probes. Again, just set some rules for myself. Only going to chrono boost probes. Only going to make stalkers. Yeah, alright, awesome. I have my 4 stalkers out. And be a little... This is, what we're going to see in a minute is why I always recommend rewatching your own replays. Oh, cool, I'm getting a Colossus now. And here's something where I want to just be aware. I want to note something in my head. I was able to non-stop make stalkers and get warp gates. Actually, I'll just warp gate that right now. I was able to get both of these non-stop and still have enough gas to build 1 Colossus. Well, oh my god. So you know what? Let's pause. What am I noticing? That right when that Colossus was built, right when it was built, I had 200 gas. Just enough to get that Colossus up. Wait a minute. And I had 4 Stalkers? That means that if I make only Zealots instead of Stalkers, I can get the range upgrade for that Colossus as well. Ooh, that actually is pretty big. Based upon what I saw, because I had my timing crisp, because I had my mental checklist going throughout my head the entire time, I now, as long as I'm looking at what composition I have, I can be sensitive to all the costs of everything. And again, you heard me say right at the start of the cast that money and how you spend it is the birth of real strategy. By looking at that, I went, oh man, I can actually get a little more gas to do a little bit of extra something. And, you know, honestly, Idra was actually saying this to me, that, you know, there was this one build where he was going for a fast Colossus with range rush, and he actually skipped warp gates because he just needed 50 extra gas, and he thought, screw it, I don't actually need warp gates out that fast. I can get them out way later. It's really the Colossus with range that I need to make this build really strong. And actually the way the game ended up playing out is I too was going Colossus with range rush. But his Colossus with range beat my Colossus without range. He beat me to the range upgrade. So when we finally did encounter each other, he had a range 9 and got 2 shots off right away, and then backed up and got 2 more shots off, and there was very little that I could do. So I basically lost 2 Colossi for nothing, and he just walked over me. Very straightforward. Very, very easy. And all this strategy is birthed from just seeing how your money's getting allocated, seeing more clever ways to reallocate that, and just being really creative with your timings. So that is going to wrap up Day 9 Daily number 132. Hope you got some good lessons in what to be yelling at yourself in your head in the game. Excuse me. And have some cute ideas for keyboard control. I just thought it was fun to go back and look at the absolute basics, because so often people just sort of throw that out the window. I mean, a certain player who shall remain nameless, who I've met at more than one live tournament, just has very, very, very poor mouse control. Overshoots things a ton. And all his buildings had sloppy placement in Brood War, and I mean, it was just disorganized, and it suffered in the later stages of the game. I mean, in the later stages of the game, he would have unit-producing structures idle for minutes because they were just at funky locations, because that's the only place he could fit them. So, yeah. Dave9 says, Day 9, you were considered a player who had one of the highest foreign APMs in Brood War. I didn't know that. Don't you think this entire podcast is a bit hypocritical? Don't you think, theoretically, APM should be parabolic? Parabolic. I don't know about the parabolic part. So what I want to say about the hypocritical aspect, because I actually think it's a really important thing to ask. I'm the sort of player, so let's just talk strategy-wise. Let's put APM on the side for a minute. Strategy-wise, I'm the sort of player who forces stuff to work. If I like going Hydralisk Lurker in the mid-game against Terran, but a fast 2-factory build beats it really badly, I'm going to look for every subtle, tiny, miniature thing to give me an extra edge so that I can keep doing what I've practiced and what I want to be doing. So, for instance, I would get my... I would do something like get 2 Zerglings instead of 4 Zerglings. So I could get that extra drone to make a gas 3 food earlier. So that way I could get a +1 upgrade faster that I wasn't able to get before. Like that, it's that sort of thing. So it's all that little edge stuff that I really like doing with that readjustment of timing. And I did that for many, many years, just doing those little readjustments. And then I just started to go, you know what, why don't I just try to see if I can use hand speed to also get extra edges in certain situations. So again, my hand speed I used as a tool to help me improve.